wonder why we're so obsessed with stories about doubles and doppelgangers? Or why characters keep having weird dreams that somehow predict the future? Today, we're diving into psychoanalytic theory, where literature meets psychology, and everything might just be a symbol for something else. Hi, my name is Moana, and this is my reading buddy, Spike. And I am a reading and writing lover who disliked English class as both a student and a teacher, and I am now documenting my journey of rediscovering my love for words. So this video is part of my series where I explain literary theory. So if you want to check out the rest of the series, I put the link to the playlist down below in the description. Today, we're exploring how the human mind shapes stories and how stories shape our minds. So get ready to look beneath the surface of your favorite books. So starting off, what is psychoanalytic theory? Think of a story like an iceberg. The plot and characters are what you see above water, but there's so much more happening below the surface. Just like our minds have conscious and unconscious parts, literature reveals what's hidden underneath. So first, we have the unconscious mind where repressed thoughts and desires live. These thoughts and desires reveal themselves through symbols and patterns. They appear in dreams, slips of tongue, and even in literature. A classic example of this would be in Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, where the author, Robert Louis Stevenson, split the conscious and unconscious into two separate characters. In literature, we have to pay attention to the actual dreams that characters have, as well as recurring symbols. So for example, the green light in The Great Gatsby is not just a light, but it's a representation of many different things, such as love, the American dream, and the distance between Gatsby and Daisy. Then we have the id, the ego, and the superego. Think of it as a three-way battle in every character where the id is what the character wants, in other words, their instincts and desires. Their superego is what they should do, so their morals or rules. And then there is their ego, which is trying to balance the two different things. The ego is basically the mediator between the primal urges of the id and the moral constraints of the superego. So for example, I used to think that Mary Shelley's Frankenstein was just a novel about a monster, but when I learned about the psychoanalytic literary theory, I saw that it can be a lot deeper than that. The monster is not just a monster, he's actually a representation of his creator's repressed desires to defy death and recreate his deceased mother. So when reading with psychoanalytic theory, we should look for things like dreams and nightmares, childhood memories, repeated patterns, symbolic objects, and character relationships. All of these patterns of human nature help us to understand how our minds create and interpret stories. So why does psychoanalytic literary theory matter today? Understanding it helps us understand character motivation, spot patterns in storytelling, connect with universal human experiences, as well as read more deeply. So now I want to hear from you. Think about your favorite character and let me know down in the comments. What drives them unconsciously and what patterns do they repeat? What symbols appear around them and what might their dreams mean? In my next video, we'll talk about structuralism, where we'll explore how all stories might follow the same hidden patterns. Thank you so much for joining me for this video, and if you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to see more of my bookish content. Until next time, happy reading and see you soon!